Hello, and welcome to the Chester County Intermediate Unit Virtual College Fair. We have a great lineup of institutions for you to hear from this evening. But before I turn it over to them, I do have a couple of housekeeping items for you. Number one, this is a webinar, so your camera and your microphone are off, so our panelists cannot see or hear you this evening. But they know you're going to have some questions, so feel free to use the Q&A feature at the bottom of your screen. Go ahead and note the college or institution that you're directing your question to, and then type out your question so that they know how to answer your question appropriately. This is a really fun way to learn about colleges, and so this is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Chester County for playback later. And at the end of this program, I'm going to drop a link in the chat where you can join a breakout room for all of these different institutions that are presenting. It'll last about 15 minutes until the top of the next hour. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our presenters. You're going to first hear from Delaware Valley University. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Hello, everyone. My name is Maria Cabrera, and I am the Senior Assistant Director at Delaware Valley University. I typically work with students in the Philadelphia area, Chester County, Delaware County, international students, and Berks County as well in Pennsylvania. I'm so happy to be here today and tell you a bit more about Del Val. So Delaware Valley University is located in Doylestown, Pennsylvania, in Bucks County. We are a small school. We have about 2,000 students with our undergraduate population, and we offer a variety of majors in 3 different schools. Our School of Agriculture and Environmental Science, Business and Humanities, and Life and Physical Sciences. Our majors range from agribusiness to equine, to food science, to landscape architecture, crop production, business, counseling, psychology, criminal justice, education as well if you want to go into secondary education, media and communications, English, and then we also offer a lot of animal science programs. So if you are thinking about maybe wanting to work at a zoo, we do have one of the only zookeeping programs in the country. And we also offer majors in the conservation and wildlife, small animal science, biology and zoology. We also offer chemistry. We have a math and physics department. So many areas there in the crop and plant science, animal science, but also the business and humanities with history included in there, as well as all the other majors I mentioned, business being one of our most popular majors. Del Val is a Division III school. We offer many sports, including football, wrestling, volleyball, lacrosse, basketball, and then equine as well. So we do have riding teams in dressage and hunt seat. And we have a club sport in Western if you ride. And we have our facilities on campus. Our campus has about 1,000 acres of land because we do have our crops and our plants and our animals on campus, including our equine facilities right on campus. One thing that really sets Del Val apart, and one of the programs that we offer at Del Val is our E360 program, where students have to do at least 2 experiences before they can graduate. And this helps students in gaining work experience upon graduation. 94.4% of our students are within a year of graduation are employed or in a graduate program. So the likelihood that you're going into the career that you are selecting is very high. Our school I mentioned is small, so we do have a lot of one-on-one attention with students and their professor. We have about 18 students in a classroom on average, 13:1 faculty to student ratio. Very more community kind of style. Most of our students live on campus, so we're more of a residential school. We do have 9 residence halls, and they're all mixed class in mixed gender housing. One of the great features is that laundry is free for up to 2 loads per week. And we do have our computer labs there as well. So you don't have to run over to the library to print out your work. And if your computer crashes, we have computer labs right there, right in your residence hall. You can also take advantage of our gym. And we do have dining options on campus, but we are in Doylestown, which is a super safe and great town where there's a lot of shops and restaurants and a ton of things to do. Another great feature of our school is that we do have a train that stops on campus, a SEPTA train stop that'll take you right to the center of Philadelphia. We're about 35 miles from Center City, Philadelphia, about 2 hours from New York, an hour and a half from the Jersey Shore, about 2 hours from Delaware. So from Chester County, we're about an hour away, 45 to 50 minutes, depending on traffic. I will say that I went to Del Val for my graduate program, and I really enjoyed that one-on-one attention I had with the professors and all the help I received from not only faculty, but the staff. I never really felt alone when I was looking at careers or when I was doing research projects and things for my classes. A great feature is going on the catalog at any of the schools that are here today and looking at the classes that you will be taking for your major. And you can kind of see what your 4 years at Del Val will look like. One final thing I wanted to leave you with is that we have been featured on Amazon Prime and the college tour, and you can check us out. That's also on our website at delval.edu. You can check out a 45-minute episode where you can see campus and check out all the things we have to offer. And I think that's it for me.
Thanks so much, Maria, to you and Delaware Valley University audience. If you missed this earlier, don't hesitate to put questions in the Q&A at any time. Just note the college or university that you're directing your question to so that they can answer appropriately. So next up, I have the opportunity of introducing to you Harcum College. Take it away whenever you're ready.
All right, thank you so much. So my name is Ariana. I am one of the admissions counselors at Harcum College. So I'm just going to give you a brief overview about Harcum, including some of our majors and then the application process. So Harcum is a 2-year associate's degree granting institution. So we are located in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, which is about 30 minutes outside of the center of Philadelphia. So Harcum was established in 1915, and at that time, Harcum consisted of 3 students and 5 pianos. The founder's goal was actually to give young women the credit and recognition for their skills that they would later use in life. So at that time, Harcum was actually a women's serving institution, but we did become coeducational in 2003, and we now welcome everyone onto our campus. So a little bit more about us. We are a small private nonprofit institution. We have about 1,700 students on our campus, and 80% of our students are commuter students. We do have about 25 academic majors and a few certification offerings as well. All of our programs are designed so that students can graduate and move directly into the workforce, or you do have the option of transferring as well to continue your education. One benefit to our campus being so small, like I said, we have about 1,700 students, would be the class sizes. So the average class size is about 15 students. So you can expect to receive a lot more individualized support and attention than you would at maybe a larger institution. So our students definitely know all their professors very well. They know all their peers very well. And a lot of our students do say that their programs feel more like a family feel than anything. So like I said, 15 students to a class and a lot more individualized attention and support. So also while mentioning some of that support, I do want to mention that we offer multiple student support services as well. So that spans from peer and faculty tutoring. We have disability services on campus, study skills, student literacy, and like I said, a lot of other student services that are already built into your tuition. So we definitely want you to utilize those, and we make it easy for you to do so. We offer a lot of those services both virtually and in person. So like I said, that was just worth mentioning, just so that you know that they exist. Many of our programs, such as our allied health science programs, allow students to sit for the national licensing examinations at the end so that they can move directly into their chosen field. So otherwise, any of our other majors that are outside of our allied health science programs, you're able to either move directly into your chosen field, or like I said, you can transition into a four-year institution to continue your education as you're working in your field. We make that easy. We do have about 15 articulation agreements with other four-year institutions in the area. So depending on if that's something that you're interested in, we do have a career and transfer services department that would help you do so. So once you are able to graduate from Harkham, like I said, you can transfer those credits or just continue working into your field, whatever you feel is best for you. So we are best known for our allied health science programs, such as our dental program, our nursing program, PTA and OTA programs, but we also do have other majors to choose from. Some of our other majors include our art and design cluster, where our photography and graphic design programs are very popular. We do have a business cluster, which includes business management, where you can either pick a marketing or accounting track, as well as sports management. Like I said, we have those allied health science programs. And then we have a few social science majors as well that include early childhood education, criminal justice, and general studies. And we did recently add two majors that I would like to mention. So those being behavioral health science, which are very geared towards psychology. And we also have added massage therapy. And then also for as extensions to some of our programs, we have introduced 2 evening programs for our early childhood education and for our nursing as well. Lastly, about our allied health science programs, we have a 96% pass rate among all of our allied health science programs and 100% job placement rate. So we are definitely proud of our students for that. I did mention briefly that about 80% of our students were commuter students, but we do have 2 residential halls on campus as well. We offer both single and double dorm rooms, and all of our rooms are suite style and come cable ready and with Wi-Fi, of course. And we do also have athletic teams. We are a part, since we're a junior college, we're a part of the junior conference. We have Division 1 and 2 athletics in the junior conference. We have plenty of clubs to be involved in. We always have student activities going on. So there's definitely a lot for our students to be involved in. And then regarding the application, our application is free to apply online. Many of our majors, the ones that you see here with the stars, they are decided on a rolling admissions basis. So once you submit your application, you'll receive a decision usually within 5 to 7 days. Those specific majors also with those stars next to them do not require SAT scores. So regardless of the pandemic, those majors do not require SAT scores. And then for everything else, once you apply, your individualized admissions counselor would be in touch and let you know what documents are needed. And then that counselor would be with you from the time that you apply to the time that you start your first week of classes. So we really want to give you as much support as we possibly can throughout the process. And the last thing I want to mention is we do have a socially distanced open house coming up that we will be having on campus on November 13th. So I definitely encourage you to register for that if you're interested in learning more. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Harcum College. Next up, I have the pleasure of introducing to you Widener University. Take it away whenever you're ready, Jason.
It looks like my video may be halted. If you, there we go. Thank you. There we go. Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Courtney. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Jason Britton. I am the Director of Admissions at Widener University. It's a pleasure to have you join us virtually here this evening. First and foremost, in the Zoom chat, I just posted my contact information as we move throughout this here. If anyone does have questions that they want to follow up on at a later date, please feel free to grab my email. And there's also 2 important links in there as well. So I am going to provide you a brief overview of Widener, and I'm going to share my screen. this going here. So a few quick points as we move through Widener's location. First and foremost, Widener is located about 20 minutes outside of Philadelphia. We're only about 10 minutes south of the Philadelphia airport. A lot of times Philadelphia airport is kind of a common landmark to help you get a little bit of an idea of where we are located. Our size, as you can see on the screen in front of you now, we have approximately 3,000 full-time undergraduate students. The undergraduate population consists of about 700 to 750 incoming new freshmen each year. So we are still considered a smaller school, yet going to be a good bit larger than what most students are used to in high school. Also, too, one of the big benefits of a school like Widener is we do only have the full-time doctoral faculty teaching our students. There are no large mass lectures, no teacher assistants. And again, one of the benefits of the smaller college environment. Very popular at Widener is athletics. We are NCAA Division III in the Mid-Atlantic Conference, and my colleague at Delaware Valley University did mention this as well. I do believe our football program will be playing Del Val soon in one of the final games of the year. So that's always exciting. But for us, NCAA athletics are very important to many of our students. For those who want to continue to stay active, within sports and just in general working out using the Pride Rec Center, we have a significant amount of club sports. And we also have a lot of intramural athletics. One also thing to point out too is we do have an esports team. It has become very popular. Our esports team does compete on a pretty large level, and we are nationally ranked right now with our esports performance. At Widener, 3 particular programs of study will have the opportunity to participate in what's called a co-op. A co-op stands for cooperative education. And for us business students, engineering students, and computer science students, they will have that opportunity. And as you can see in front of you on the screen, some of the common times in which the student would do their hands-on work experience is fall of sophomore year, spring of junior year, which would then just trickle into summer of the senior year as well. So this is a great way for applied areas to do hands-on experience. If you aren't business, engineering, and computer science, not to worry, every program at Widener has some type of hands-on experience integrated into it. Some utilize internships. Others, such as our nursing program, they will take part in clinical rotations. Our engineering students will have, our education students will have student teaching, but everyone will have an opportunity and encouraged to do some type of real-world hands-on experience while you're in the classroom, which is very, very important. This image here in front of you in the presentation is just really a small snippet of some of the areas in which our hands-on experiences take place. Sport management is also very popular through our School of Business. You can see we do work with some of the professional sports teams. As I said, our nursing rotations, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, very prominent pediatric rotation as well. Also popular for us is our physical therapy and occupational therapy programs. They are also in the healthcare industries, and we have over 60 programs available. So all of them will have some type of hands-on experience the students will be able to take part in. This slide in front of you has a lot of content in it, but it can kind of be summarized in just a few points. We are an early action application school, which simply means if you submit either the common application or the Widener application by November the 1st, you'll be in the first group to hear back from us. Not to worry, if you don't get it in by November 1st, it does move to a regular decision process where it's rolling, and you will also hear back from us quickly as well too. So it is free to apply to Widener, does not cost anything. You can choose a path of either test optional or submitting SAT or ACT scores. That is your choice. Both of them are fantastic options. One is not more preferential over the other. So again, free to apply, Common App or Widener app in by November the 1st for early action. Otherwise, it will be on a rolling regular decision basis. This final slide here is really meant to reinforce how Widener graduates, a lot because of their hands-on experiences, really do well when they come out into the workforce. Many begin working or go on for graduate school. So if you have any other questions, please refer to the chat, and that has my contact information.
Jason, thanks so much to you and Widener University. Wow, you guys have already heard from 3 great institutions and there's still 2 to go. So next up, I'd love to introduce to you Academy of Culinary Arts, Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Kayla, take it away whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Kayla. I am from the IUP Academy of Culinary Arts, and our school is actually located on the other side of the state compared to the other colleges joining us today. We are located in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. I'm not sure if any of you have ever seen the movie Groundhog's Day, but that's where the movie was filmed, and that's where our school is located. We are a small school. We have about 150 students total, 40 baking and pastry students majoring in baking and pastry, and 110 majoring in culinary arts. I'm a graduate of both the culinary and the baking program, so I really like to talk to the prospective students about my student experience and give you the feedback, not only the good stuff, but anything you need to know about IUP to help you decide that we're the right school for you or not. So again, please feel free to ask questions in the Q&A, and I'll be happy to address those. To get started, we offer 2 different program options, the culinary arts or majoring in baking and pastry. You are welcome to major in both if you want. If that's the case, you really like to cook and you like to bake, we recommend that students start with our culinary arts program first. There are baking and pastry classes in our culinary program that will help build a foundation for you to excel quicker the second year when you come back for baking and pastry. And we start everybody off on the fast track 16-month certificate program. So you would spend 12 months on our campus in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, and then the last semester is a paid externship. And I'll talk about those here in just about a minute or 2 about the externship experience. You can then use credits from the culinary and the baking program to transfer into our associate, our bachelor programs as well at the main campus, or into another college that you may be considering as well to transfer those credits into. So again, it's a fast track 16-month program. We are the most hands-on culinary and baking program out there. What that means is you spend the most time in the kitchen, in the bake shop, getting your hands dirty in a sanitary way, of course, because we're all about sanitation and health, but you get the most hands-on experience. In the culinary program, you'll spend classes making the 5 mother sauces. You'll have 15 days on fish and shellfish. In baking and pastry, you would do 2 wedding cakes, 9 sugar showpieces. I mean, there's going to be a time in your college career at IUP that you get sick of steak and chocolate because, again, we offer the most hands-on kitchen practice than any other culinary or baking program out there. And practice is what you need, right? To become anything, you need hands-on class practice. And again, we go straight through. We have an unusual schedule compared to most colleges. So we are Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. We start everybody off in the fall semester and we go straight through the spring semester and the summer semester. And then the next fall semester, you're going to be out on that externship experience. Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. That's kind of get you in and out. Students are working within the next 12 months of starting school. On this slide, this shows pictures of our externship opportunities. So our externships are on-the-job experience hours. No matter what culinary or baking program you choose to attend in the US, you have to complete so many on-the-job experience hours. At IUP, you have to complete 450 before you officially graduate from our school. But we send students all across the country. So we have places in Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Country Club is an externship site. We have places in Western Pennsylvania, the Nemacolin Woodlands Resort. We have places in Texas, Hawaii, Florida. So you can really determine like where you want to go for your on-the-job experience hours. But what's unique about IUP's program is that we require that these sites pay you. So you're still considered a student, but you are getting paid to go to school this last semester. There's no tuition cost. And there's been 100% placement for these paid externships. That means every student who has come through our doors has had this paid opportunity. And it's pretty phenomenal with the places we send our students. I myself, I went to the Biltmore in the bottom circle here. That is America's largest castle. They hired me on full time as a pastry cook within 2 weeks of my externship hours. So the jobs are out there, and they just actually, the Biltmore just called us a couple of weeks ago. They're looking for 110 positions right now to be filled. So keep in mind, we're still going through a pandemic and the industry has been hit hard, the culinary industry, but the jobs are out there. And it's nice that we have it at the end of our program too, these externships, because 4 out of 5 of our students get offered a full-time position before finishing their externship hours. So it's kind of hard. Punxsutawney is a small town. So once students leave, it's kind of hard to get them to come back. So we have them all come, get your college courses out of the way, and then go out and work and make money. Our application process is a no obligation application process. So what that means is there's no application fee. We've never really required SAT scores or ATC scores or essays or things like that. All we need is your submitted application and your high school transcript. Once we receive those 2 items, you'll have a decision within 2 weeks of admission. And I really love the application process because I personally look at every application myself, and I get to really know you as a person. Most colleges now, they have a computer system that reviews applications, but I get a chance to review them all and get to know you again. You're more than just a number anyways, right? So that's what I love about our program. I encourage you to visit our campus. When you come to visit our campus, you'll meet chef instructors, current students, see the kitchens. Also, in the college search process, I recommend picking your top 3 colleges you want to attend and go see those 3 campuses, because a campus visit is really what's going to make or break your decision on any school. Here's my contact information. If you would like that, you can write it down. I'll also put it in the chat if you have any questions. And thank you for your time.
Kayla, thanks so much to you. Our final presentation tonight will be from Delaware County Community College. Take it away, Amber, whenever you're ready.
Well, hi, everybody. Glad to round out this fine group of people that we are sitting here with, these amazing college reps. And Kayla, I just have to say now I'm hungry, so I cannot wait to go get some dinner. That sounded amazing. I'm going to try to start sharing my screen. I have been having a bit of technology issues lately, so let's cross our fingers and hope that it works. Aha, there you go. So I'm going to share a little bit about Delaware County Community College. So we are located in Media, Pennsylvania, right outside of Philadelphia. And just looking, I'm can't see my share screen. Here we go, slideshow. Told you, it's been one of those days. So we are located in Delaware County Media, but we also have campus locations across Chester and Delaware County. In Chester County, we have our Downingtown, which is our larger of the branch campuses out in Chester County. We just recently added a STEM center, so there are STEM additions at the Chester County campus in Downingtown. We have one in Exton, and if you're familiar with the Exton Park, the mall out there, we're in the Whitland Business Park right down the road from there. That is where our nursing students who are out in Chester County will do their simulation labs, as well as Penn Oxbridge out in Jennersville. And then we also have other branch campuses in Delaware County as well. We offer 80 degree and certificate programs. Some of our most popular is nursing, respiratory therapy, computer science, business, education, and then EMT and paramedic. Since the pandemic started, they've always been popular, but they seem to have springboarded a little bit more to the top. We also have a wide variety of the trades: welding, plumbing, electrical, HVAC, just to name a few, and 50 partnerships with about 4-year schools. So we have a lot of great transfer agreements. So you can start with us. We're affordable, get your 2 years done, and then you can do various transfer agreements with all the schools within this area, as well as across the state, across the country, and across the world. So we have transfer counselors that can help you with those next steps if that's your career and education goal. If you're still in high school and like to take advantage of our dual enrollment program, which is taking college classes while you're still attending high school, we have a really good dual enrollment program. You'd work with your guidance counselor at your high school and they will help you out. And then we also have some non-credit programs. So I've heard a lot of our nursing students will take a phlebotomy course. So they have that extra credential and that extra certification under their belt, which helps them kind of be a little bit more higher, gives them some more leeway into what they maybe want to do when they go into nursing or the medical field, just to name a few. So we have flexible programs that fit your schedule. We've always had online. Since the pandemic, we have since enhanced our online formulas. We offer more classes to you as an online student. You can do synchronous, asynchronous. We also have our traditional in-person, and we have a hybrid as well. And we have day and evening. So we know a lot of you might decide to work while you're still in school. So we have flexible programming that can help you ease into that work-life school balance. Some of you might be sitting here undecided, not really sure what you want to do as a career. You can meet up with our career counselors who can walk you through maybe some of your likes, dislikes, what do you love to do, and turn it into a career or find you a good pathway. Sometimes we all have those days. We have personal counseling. So if you need to go to a counselor to talk out something to them, they can offer you some advice and help. When you're ready to transfer, we do have those transfer counselors. Some of them are also career counselors as well. So what's nice is you get to know that person, and they can really help you with looking at your counseling, personal counseling, kind of walk you through what you like. If you're coming into school with an IEP or 504, our Student Disability Services will be happy to assist you in providing you with reasonable accommodations that can help you be more successful in school. We have sports, clubs, internships, student employment, workshop opportunities. Our workshops range from everything from, just a fun course like Zumba, all the way down to developing good study habits. So you can take advantage of those workshops during class times. I like to say we have a lot going on. We are a commuter school. We do not have dorms. But that being said, we try to have everything going on campus. So we have everything but the dorms. We do not have a Greek life, but we do have a honor society that a lot of students get involved in and invited with. We do have a small class size. It's about 30 max will be your maximum class. And then we also, of course, are very affordable. So a lot of students will start with us and then they will transfer out to the 4 years. It's a great opportunity to save some money, maybe save on those student loans. We have tuition assistance programs on some of our certificate programs, as well as scholarship opportunities. We are open enrollment. And I'll leave you with this slide. There's a lot of information on here. I just want to point out SAT and ACTs we only look at if you're looking to waive our placement test. We also look at other opportunities. And then I have that April 13th on there. So if you are a senior and you are thinking of coming in for fall 2022, the application is open and registration will begin around that April 13 mark. And I, of course, will drop in my information in the chat. And thank you.
Amber, thank you so much to you in Delaware County Community College. I'd now like to invite all of our panelists to turn back on their cameras to answer a couple of questions for the audience. We'll go in the same order that you presented, but what is one thing that you'd like students and families to remember about your institution?
Definitely the E360 program. It is one of our most popular programs at Del Val with the internship opportunities and hands-on opportunities. I don't think I was able to talk about the application process, but we are test optional, free to apply, and we're on the Common App. So, yeah.
So in addition to us being majority test optional and our application being free, I would say to really explore into some of those allied health science programs, because I feel like those are a lot of our forgotten programs, but are most popular. So definitely coming directly out of high school. If you feel like you do have some interest in PTA or OTA or nursing or anything like that, definitely check out those professions, because a lot of the times we do get transfer students who come back to us and say that they kind of wish they knew about it coming directly out of high school. So definitely check into some of those.
for Widener University, with the question being one thing to remember, I would say for us, the focus on outcomes and hands-on experience is one of the biggest takeaways, where all of our students will have integrated into their undergraduate experience the ability to really see what the industry or area is like in which they are studying for. And our metropolitan location being just right outside of Philadelphia really affords students that opportunity to see the real aspect of what they're studying.
The one thing I think I would want you to remember about IUP Culinary School is student success is our priority. And that's why we have 100% placement for our paid externships. You'll be working within 12 months of starting school. And that's what we're all about, is your success.
And I would say, for one thing I want you to take away from Delaware County Community College is think of us, like, drop the community piece. We are a school for you. We are your community's college, but we are a college. It's a great place to start your first 2 years and then seamlessly transfer to any school that you like to go to, and it's affordable.
So now I'm going to tap into your expertise. And what is your best piece of advice for students and families going through this process? And so we'll go in that same order. So Maria up first.
I think visiting. Some schools are open right now and open for visits. And I think that could sometimes be the make or break. I know that when I was a high school student looking at schools, going out and visiting really solidified my decision, and it can open up your eyes, and coming with someone that you love and trust can help. You can go back and forth, and maybe there's a piece of the university or something that you maybe missed, and they can kind of let you know about something that they gathered from your visit. So it's also great to come with someone so that they can give you their perspective as well. But visiting, I would say, would be a great piece of advice for me.
In addition to visiting, I definitely agree with that. I would say utilize your admissions counselors. Like, we're here at your disposal. We're here to answer any questions, whether you think they're too small or irrelevant. We're just here to make sure that you're comfortable with the entire process. So definitely utilize those admissions counselors. And I would say that would be my biggest piece of advice for this.
Same. Harkham said very well there what the focus of the admissions counselor is. I have always said for a long time, with the idea to try to put families at ease and not to have as much stress and anxiety around the college search process and the application processes. We are in the office of admissions, not in the office of denials, and that's important because that helps families to know that the counselors and staff and faculty and current students, everyone is out to help them along the process, to assist, not to put up barriers. So take a deep breath, relax, enjoy the process as it moves through.
No question is a stupid question. Okay, ask us questions about anything. You come to see our campus and you didn't see something maybe you thought you were going to see, ask me about it. If we ask about majors that we might have or the application, we're all about your process and getting you through to the right school. So don't be afraid. If we call and reach out to you, answer or text us back and let us know what we can do to help.
Wow, it's tough going last on this because I'm like, oh, he said that, they said that. Definitely what everybody said, and the piggyback on the visit piece. Visit in different weathers too. So, I am not a cold weather girl, so I know that, University of Vermont might not be for me. But at the same token, some people love, those different types of environments. So definitely visit at all sorts of seasons, times. But I would definitely say it's okay to not know. right? So I know some of your friends might have exactly what they're going to major in. They know exactly their career plan. They have it mapped out. And it's okay if you come to us and, we're kind of talking with you and you're like, I have no idea what I want to do. That's okay. We're here to help you. And we can maybe try to find you something that could fit into, your personality and your goals.
So my last question, and each one of you doesn't have to give an answer, but you do have an opportunity to. Is there any myth you'd like to debunk about the college admissions process?
Maybe that private universities aren't affordable. I don't know if that's something. It's definitely possible. I'm a first generation student, went to a private university, and I'm one of 5. So if you ask, all you can do is ask, and the worst they can say is no when it comes to additional funds. So don't be afraid to pick up the phone, send those emails, and be in touch with the financial aid office.
I'm going to continue with Maria's thought, because that is an excellent topic about myths. Oftentimes it is a misnomer and kind of bad advice, if you will, from others that say families perceive they may make too much money to qualify for additional assistance to the process. That is not the case. The colleges and universities are ready and willing to help make it a reality and make it affordable. So for many of our families who are on tonight, particularly those who are seniors, the opportunity to fill out the FAFSA form, free application for federal student aid, now is the time to do that. And again, do not fall into the myths that you may hear from others that it would not be worth the time, because it is absolutely worth the time, and colleges are ready to pass some of those awards on to the families.
Anybody else?
I'd like to add a little something. Like I'm a branch campus from our main campus at the Indiana University of Pennsylvania. So I get a lot of students that come up to me because we're a 2-year program. Like, oh, well, I don't want IUP Culinary. I want the real college. Just because you choose to go to a community college or a smaller technical college doesn't mean that it's not college. We are just as dedicated to your success. And so don't like, every school out here is to educate you to be successful as an adult.
Kayla took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say, so community college is not the 13th grade. We hear that a lot. We also do hear when I'm talking to someone, they might say, well, I'm going to start at Delaware County and then go to a real college. And we are a college. We're a 2-year college. Your professors are full-time professors, or they could adjunct at other 4-year universities in the area. Their syllabus is just going to say Delaware County Community College, but their textbook, their lecture, and everything else could be exactly what they teach over at Penn State Brandywine, at Widener, at any of the other schools or institutions in the area. So we might be open admissions, but that doesn't mean that we are, we want you to be successful, but we are also, here to teach you something as well.
Anyone else have anything to add? Okay, well, I would like to say thank you for joining us, audience. There is going to be a quick 5-question survey as you exit, but I also would like to invite you to attend one of the breakout rooms with one of these professionals in this meeting. So I'm going to add to the chat right now links for you to join that. These links will be available for the next 15 minutes, and so you can stay and chat with them until the 6 o'clock hour when the next session starts. This was recorded tonight and will be available at strivescan.com/Chester County. So feel free to go ahead and click on those links and exit the meeting. I'll keep this meeting open for just a couple of minutes so that you have access to that link. Have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye.